I tried to watch a soccer game, and within 5 minutes, I was completely lost. The clock was going up instead of down, nobody called the timeouts, and then a game just ended in a tie. Coming from American sports, half of what happened made no sense to me at all. And do not even get me started on offside. I still have no idea what that is. If you are new to soccer, I know you have felt this exact same confusion, so I need the rules that trip up every American explained in plain English. All of them. You came to the right place. I'm going to walk you through 11 rules that confuse new fans. No jargon, no assumptions. By the end, you will watch a match and understand everything you see. We saved the most confusing one, offside, for last. Let us start with the clock. Rule 1. In soccer, the clock counts up, not down, and it almost never stops. A match is 90 minutes, split into 2 halves of 45 minutes each. The clock starts at 0 and runs all the way up. There is no stopping it for fouls or out of bounds. In American sports, the clock stops constantly. In soccer, it just keeps running. Even when a player is down injured or the ball goes out, that clock keeps ticking. It can feel strange at first, but it is also why soccer flows without constant interruptions. So when you see the clock pass 45 or 90, do not panic. That is completely normal. Which leads perfectly into the second thing that confuses everyone. Rule 2, stoppage time, also called added time or injury time, because the clock never stops. Time gets wasted during the game on injuries, substitutions, and celebrations. So at the end of each half, the referee adds some of that lost time back on. You will see a board held up showing a number, like 4, meaning 4 extra minutes. That is the minimum amount of added time. The referee can play a little more if needed. This is why a game clock can read 90, but the match is not actually over yet. Some of the most famous goals in history have come deep in stoppage time. So never leave early in soccer. It truly is not over until the referee says so. Rule 3, there are no timeouts in soccer, none at all. Coaches cannot stop the game to draw up a play or rest their players. Once the half begins, it runs nonstop for 45 minutes plus stoppage time. The only real break is halftime, which lasts about 15 minutes. This means players must think for themselves on the field with no coach calling every move. It also means the action almost never stops, which is a huge part of the sport's appeal. So if you are waiting for a commercial timeout, it is not coming. The game just keeps going. Rule 4. A soccer game can end in a tie, and that is perfectly normal. In the World Cup group stage, if the score is level at the end, the game is simply a draw. For American fans used to overtime and a guaranteed winner, this feels very strange. But a draw is not nothing. Each team earns 1 point for it in the group standings. A win is worth 3 points, a draw is worth 1, and a loss is worth 0. Teams add up these points over 3 group games to decide who advances, so sometimes a hard-fought tie is actually a good result that keeps the team alive. Just remember, ties only happen in the group stage. The knockouts always need a winner. Rule 5. Substitutions are limited, and once a player comes off, he is done for the game. Each team is allowed only 5 substitutions in a match. And here is the key part. A player who is substituted out cannot come back on. This is completely different from basketball or football, where players rotate in and out freely. In soccer, taking a player off is a big decision because it is final. A coach has to choose the perfect moment to use each of those 5 changes. Use them too early, and you have nothing left if someone gets injured later. So every substitution is a small gamble, and timing is everything. Rule 6, yellow cards, red cards, and what it means to play a man down. When a player commits a bad foul, the referee can show him a yellow card as a warning. A yellow card is like a caution. It says, be careful, or you are in trouble. If the same player gets a second yellow card, it becomes a red card, and he is sent off. A truly dangerous foul can earn a straight red card right away, with no warning at all, and here is the brutal part. When a player is sent off, his team cannot replace him. They have to play the rest of the game with only 10 players instead of 11. Playing a man down for a long time is exhausting and often decides the match. So a red card is one of the most damaging things that can happen to a team. Rule 7, the handball rule, the one that even lifelong fans argue about. The basic idea is simple. Outfield players cannot touch the ball with their hand or arm. Only the goalkeeper is allowed to use his hands and only inside his own box. But here's where it gets tricky. Not every touch of the hand is a foul. The referee has to judge whether the handball was deliberate or just accidental. If a player makes his body bigger with his arms and blocks the ball, that is usually a foul. But if the ball is smashed onto his arm from close range, it might be allowed. This judgment call is why handball decisions cause so many arguments every single week. So when you see players throw their arms up in protest, now you know exactly why. Rule 8, free kicks. and the difference between direct and indirect. When a foul happens, the other team gets a free kick from that spot. A direct free kick can be shot straight at the goal to score. An indirect free kick must touch another player first before a goal can count. To defend a free kick near the goal, players line up shoulder to shoulder in a wall. The wall tries to block part of the goal, so the keeper can guard the rest. The best players can bend the ball up and over that wall and into the net. A great free kick taker is like a sniper, scoring from impossible angles. It is one of the most beautiful and skillful moments in the entire sport. Rule 9. The penalty kick, the single biggest moment a foul can create. If a defending player commits a foul inside his own box, the referee awards a penalty. The ball is placed on the penalty spot just 12 yards from the goal. It is one attacker against one goalkeeper with nobody else allowed to interfere. From that close, with the keeper having to guess, a penalty is scored most of the time, so giving away a penalty with a careless foul is a costly mistake. This is why defenders are so careful inside their own box. A single penalty can change an entire game in just a few seconds. It is the closest thing to a free goal that the sport offers. Rule 10. VAR, the video review system that sometimes stops everything. VAR stands for the Video Assistant Referee, officials watching the game on screens. They check for clear mistakes on goals, penalties, red cards, and offside calls. If something looks wrong, they tell the main referee to take another look. You will see the referee run to a small screen on the sideline to review the play. Sometimes a goal that everyone celebrated gets taken away minutes later. VAR is meant to get the big decisions right, even if the waiting can be frustrating. So when the game pauses and nobody knows why, it is usually VAR doing its job. And now Rule 11, the final boss, offside. The rule that breaks every new fan, I promise you. By the end of this minute, you will finally understand it. Offside is a rule that stops attackers from simply camping next to the goal. Here is the whole idea. An attacker cannot be behind the last defender when the ball is passed to him. Picture the defenders as a line across the field. That line is the offside line. At the moment a teammate passes the ball, the attacker must be level with or behind that line. If he is beyond the last defender when the pass is played, he is offside. The key is timing. It is about where he is at the exact moment the ball is kicked. He can run beyond the defenders after the pass. He just cannot be there before it. The goalkeeper usually counts as a defender too, so it is the last outfield defender that matters. That is it. Do not be ahead of the last defender when the ball is played to you. Master that one sentence, and you have conquered the hardest rule in all of soccer. You started the game completely lost. Now you understand all 11 rules. 0 to hero, the clock, the ties, the cards, the handball, and yes, even offside. You have got them all. None of it is complicated once someone explains it in plain English. Now you can watch any match, anywhere, and actually know what is happening, and that is the difference between being confused and being a real fan. Subscribe to 0 to hero, where we turn total beginners into real fans, one rule at a time. New video every week. Tell me below which rule confused you the most before today. I answer all the comments.